It's Friday, February 28. In the headlines, Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says Fitch ratings reflects Jamaica's strong governance. And the nation celebrates Jamaica Day. In business news, new leader at the DIGI. Regionally, Trinidad and Tobago engages the United States on Dragon gas deal. In sports, Sport Minister Olivia Babsy-Grange assures the public that the tracks will be ready for the Boys and Girls Championships at the National Stadium. This is the Weekend News on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Schools, NGOs, businesses, and other entities across Jamaica will be abuzz with activities today, February 28, as they celebrate Jamaica Day 2025 under the theme Celebrating Jamaica, Steaming Towards the Future, Honing Good Character. Chairman of the Jamaica Day Planning Committee, Marlon Williams, says Jamaica Day serves as an exceptional opportunity for schools and communities to showcase the spectrum of talents in science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. Our news team paid a visit to Halfway Tree Primary School in Kingston.
It is Jamaica Day 2025 and we are here at the Halfway Tree Primary School celebrating with them. I'm here with Miss Debbie Smith, a teacher and a culture agent. And Miss Smith, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having us and thank you for being here.
Thank you. So tell me, what activities are you doing this morning to celebrate?
So to celebrate, we usually start with a short program where each class embodies the area that they were given. So the government would have sent us some areas that they would have wanted us to focus on. And each class was given an icon or an area that they should specialize in. So they will mount their displays and then they will present an item which embodies that. Outside of that, we are giving the children a slice of Jamaica. So thanks to the CIB, which is the Coconut Industry Board, they have helped us to ensure that they will enjoy coconut treats for the day. So we have jelly coconut, we have red top, we have the grater cake, we have all of those good stuff for the children to enjoy as a day. We also have the senior citizens of Kingston and St. Andrew. They are a staple here with us. We have a good relationship with the senior citizens here, and they are also here sharing with the students. They share their craft items, and they're also sharing the artifacts that they would have had, their memorabilia that they would have had from when they were children. We also have Miss Imogen Reed, who is also going to be sharing with the children and helping them to, celebrate Jamaica a little bit more with Jamaican souvenirs. So they will take away souvenirs for the day. Pretty much that is it. And then we have the train coming as well. I would love to see the train coming back because we had that as a child. I had that experience here going on the train, doing trips. And I want that for our children. So we're teaching them that, yes, once we had the tram and once we had the train. So that is what, giving the children train rides for the day would represent for us.
All right, so when all is said and done, what do you hope these students take away from today?
So what we would like for them to take away from today is that we would like them to understand that they are Jamaica's future. We want them to become proud of who they are as Jamaicans, to hold on to their national pride and to also understand that they have a future and to have hope for that future and to see what the possibilities are for them by having studied the people who have gone before, the Marcus Garvey, the Shirley Ralph, looking at those persons, Mr. Leckie, those persons who are in science and technology, looking at those persons to see all that Jamaicans have done. I know it is possible for them to also do that and to become the very best of who they can be.
And there we have it. Jamaica Day at Halfway Tree Primary. Now enjoy a few more highlights.
Right in finals. Right, turn. By the center. Right wheel. Pick.
Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says credit unions have emerged as a transformative force in Jamaica,
providing affordable and accessible financial solutions to those often overlooked by traditional banking institutions. By offering fair credit, saving opportunities, and financial education, credit unions empower individuals to build wealth, strengthen local economies, and create a more resilient and inclusive financial system.
He says credit unions collectively serve over 1 million members, with total assets exceeding 194 billion Jamaican dollars. According to the Prime Minister, they provide an alternative to traditional banking.
Financial inclusion is not just a buzzword. It is a fundamental pillar of economic empowerment, a bridge that connects individuals and communities to opportunities for growth, stability, and social equity. In today's world, where access to financial services can determine whether a family thrives or struggles, financial inclusion is more than a policy goal. It is a necessity.
Dr. Holness says his mother is an active member of the credit union.
I do recall her being a very ardent credit union member in terms of being very disciplined in saving in the credit union. And she would do this very often. And in fact, she got a loan from the credit union to be able to expand the house that we lived in.
Dr. Holness was speaking at the Infinity Cooperative Credit Union Jamaica Limited's official launch at the AC Hotel by Marriott, Kingston, recently. Jamaica's latest credit rating is a strong vote of confidence in the country's economic progress. Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says the Fitch Ratings reaffirmation of Jamaica's BB- grade with a positive outlook reflects solid governance, debt reduction, and economic growth.
This is a big deal for Jamaica, and Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness has welcomed the latest Fitch ratings, which has affirmed Jamaica's long-term foreign currency issuer default rating at BB-.
Speaking at this week's post-cabinet press briefing, Dr. Morris-Dixon highlighted Jamaica's resilience in managing external shocks and urged citizens to take pride in the achievement.
This decision reflects Jamaica's robust governance, significant progress in debt reduction, and a favorable economic growth trajectory.
She also emphasized Fitch's global influence, ranking among the top 3 credit rating agencies alongside Moody's and Standard & Poor's. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says plans are being made to ensure access to new medical technology so that health facilities have more reliable equipment.
We have a system in place now where we provide an outsourcing arrangement for access to advanced technology. It's not the most efficient system. We're converting that system to a leasing arrangement where we will have the advanced technology in the hospitals under contract from someone we lease it from.
Dr. Tufton was speaking as a special guest at this week's St. Catherine Chambers of Commerce and Industry meeting.
We are moving, we're converting to the leasing arrangement. I'll tell you why. The maintenance. The maintenance is really abysmal.
Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie says he's pleased with the improvements at the drop-in center adjacent to the infirmary in St. Thomas. Minister McKenzie paid a visit to the facility recently.
Some work has been done to improve on the conditions. The procurement process for the additional wing of the drop-in center, where are additional 16 beds will be made available. The procurement process is almost completed. And once that is completed, they have the funds already. So once the procurement is completed, work will commence.
Noting that the number of homeless persons have increased in the parish in recent times, he says the authorities must ensure that resources are in place to assist them.
It is important that we provide the facilities as best as we can. So this is a further improvement. 16 more beds, it means we'll be able to assist 16 more persons living on the streets.
Minister Mackenzie also observed that the female ward is in need of repairs.
Once the estimates have been concluded and submitted to the ministry, we will be making available the funds to undertake the repairs to the female ward at the infirmary.
Time now for the business report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. The Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, has appointed Dr. David Lowe as its new managing director effective March 3. Dr. Lowe also has international experience working in Australia and Singapore with Fortune 500 management consulting firm Accenture. Prior to joining DBJ, Lowe served as the CEO and founder of Catalyst Holdings Limited for 5 years and as the Caribbean Producers Jamaica Chief Executive for 8 years immediately before. In welcoming the appointment, DBJ Chairman PB Scott stated, "We are pleased to welcome Dr. Lowe to the DBJ family." Companies listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange have announced shifts in corporate leadership structure. Chief Operating Officer of Grace Kennedy Money Services, Margaret Campbell, will, on April 1, assume the role of Chief Executive Officer of the Grace Kennedy Money Services Group. Stanley Motor Limited has advised that effective February 13, 2025, Mrs. Andrea Kinash has resigned as Director of the Board and member of the Audit Committee, and that Ms. Jacqueline Watson has been appointed as the Director of the Board and member of the Audit Committee. Caribbean Producers Jamaica Limited has advised of the following changes to the Board of Directors. Ronald Shagar has resigned from the Board of Directors effective January 24, 2025. Following his resignation, Mr. Shagar has also relinquished his positions as a member of the Audit and Compensation Committees effective January 24, 2025. The Board of Directors has approved the appointment of Mr. Rob Van Den Blink and Mr. Carlos Molion as independent directors of the company effective February 10, 2025. Kingston Wharves Limited on Sunday, February 27, welcomed the inaugural docking of Hio Aurora, a state-of-the-art roll-on, roll-off cargo vessel at the recently constructed Berth 7, completed in late 2023 with a price tag of US $30 million. Kingston Wharves Chairman Jeffrey Hall said the event underscored the big bets that the company has taken on the growth of the global logistics industry and the spirit of partnership in which those decisions were made and implemented. The call of the ship comes ahead of the construction of a multi-level car park set to get underway shortly. We are pleased to announce again today that we will be spending another US $15 million to construct a car park that will be the best in class and will allow us to expand the capacity of the cars we can accommodate here, Kingston Wharves CEO Mark Williams stated during a press briefing ahead of the tour of the vessel. He continued, "We want to ensure that we can accommodate within the next 5 to 10 years 500,000 cars moving through the Port of Kingston." For the trading period ending February 27, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Alternative energy provider Wigton Energy Limited with 5,040,706 units traded, representing 17.67% of market sales volume. Investment House Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial with 4,481,115 units traded, representing 15.71% of market sales volume. Toll road operator Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited with 2,070,739 units traded, representing 7.26% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rates set by the Bank of Jamaica. On February 26, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US 40.73 million purchased and US 63.44 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.65 per dollar, selling the US at $157.85 and buying the US at $156.20. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders $2.99 per transaction, with selling at $111.70 and buying at $108.71. The British pound yielded Forex traders $1.16 in profit, with selling at $199.07 and buying at $197.91. For our credit report tip of the day, as a freelancer or gig worker, you don't have the luxury of an employer-sponsored tuition assistance or steady paychecks to rely on. But that doesn't mean funding your child's education is out of reach. If your challenge is that you have limited access to financial aid as a freelancer, then the solution is to strengthen your credit to qualify for business credit lines, which can cover education-related expenses while keeping cash flow intact. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, Barbados ranks 3rd in captive insurance in the region and 7th globally. Financial Services Commission CEO Warwick Ward shared this at the Barbados International Business Association Conference while introducing next month's Barbados Risk and Insurance Management Conference. He says the sector is growing and the FSC is working on changes to the Insurance Act. Trevor Thorpe reports.
The FSC official said the amendments would facilitate the implementation of risk-based requirements for statutory funds, capital and solvency.
We have made a few necessary amendments, but overall we have started a comprehensive and purpose-driven approach to our legislative amendments and our reform agenda. We do this to ensure that the implementation of a modern and flexible framework which allows the Commission to do exactly what we say we are going to do, create a risk-based framework.
Mr. Ward said as part of the FSC's engagement, they will share the amendments with the industry and effect consultations before the final version is shaped.
To demonstrate our commitment to you and to provide strong regulatory oversight and to enhance service offerings as we build out FSC 2.0. The Commission is focused on effectively implementing a risk-based regulatory framework and supervisory methodology. And this will allow us to better address the macro and micro prudential exposures that may arise. Robust risk management, given the size and the exposure of our economy. Robust risk management is essential for fostering investor confidence and driving increased investment into and within the Barbadian economy.
BIVA's Vice President, Joanna Austin, said the conference will bring together over 150 insurance, risk management, and global business professionals.
Our goal is to foster thought leadership and facilitate meaningful connections among industry experts and regulators. This year, We are excited to host the conference on March 27th and 28th at the luxurious, all-inclusive Wyndham Grand Barbados, a venue that allows us to welcome more delegates and sponsors than ever before. We are already on course to exceed previous year's conferences with already over 150 delegates, speakers, and sponsors registered from 88 different companies and 10 different jurisdictions.
The Barbados Risk and Insurance Management Conference will run from March 27th to the 28th at the Wyndham Grand Barbados Sam Lords Castle Resort. Trevor Thorpe for the Business Report.
Energy Minister Stuart Young says the government is adopting a wait-and-see approach on whether United States President Donald Trump's policies will impact the Dragon gas deal. However, he assures that Trinidad and Tobago remains in talks with U.S. officials.
Energy Minister Stuart Young says government is taking a wait-and-see approach on whether U.S. President Donald Trump's policies will affect the Dragon gas deal, but assures Trinidad and Tobago continues to engage U.S. officials. Earlier this week, President Trump announced the termination of a license that allowed Chevron to operate in Venezuela, which reserves a concession made during the Biden administration allowing Chevron to produce and export oil from Venezuela. And on Thursday morning, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, via a post on social media, said he is providing foreign policy guidance to terminate all Biden-era oil and gas licenses. Minister Young said government continues to use all channels possible to engage U.S. officials.
That we continue to be engaged. We're very aware of how important it is and who the decision makers are, and we will continue to do all that we can. Can we provide any assurance at this stage? The answer is obviously no. Are we engaged with the right people we believe? We think we are, and we will continue to work. And at every step of the way, if there is something for us to report, we will.
Minister Young also criticized the opposition for what he said was its continuing rhetoric.
This deal and this transaction on cross-border gas is not for PNM, it is not for UNC, it is not for any political entity. It is for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. This deal and that gas being delivered in 2027 is what is going to help us with the foreign exchange, is what's going to help us continue paying the bills on your behalf, continuing ensuring that there's drugs in the hospital, or children continue to receive education. And that is what we've consistently been fighting for. So all of those who want to call sanctions, all of those who want to attack the Venezuelan government, from small Trinidad and Tobago, our closest neighbor, that can never be good for Trinidad and Tobago.
Minister Young said Trinidad and Tobago also continues to have an ongoing relationship with Shell and BP, who have been in discussions with him on the matter.
In sports, Minister of Sport Olivia Babsy-Grange is assuring the public that the resurfacing of the running track at the National Stadium is on schedule to be completed ahead of the Boys and Girls Athletics Championships next month. The minister issued the release after visiting the facility at Independence Park on Wednesday and having discussions with representatives of Recordton, which has been engaged to resurface the track.
They are very confident that they will complete the work in time for champs. They showed me the work plan, walked me through it, indicated some of the issues that exist on the ground. But they said they have found some areas where they have to cut out and treat. They'll work day and night so that the schedule that have been worked out, we will meet those deadlines. The date for the football is also a part of that plan.
Trinidad and Tobago's women's cricket team registered their first win in CG United Women's Super 50 Cup, defeating Leeward Islands by 4 wickets at the Connery Sports Club in St. Kitts. Nasir Mohammed has more.
Leeward Islands chose to bat first but lost early wickets, with openers Melissa Clark 11 and Kiana Joseph 9 departing cheaply. Renice Boyce led the recovery with a commanding 76 of 84 deliveries, supported by Divya Saxena 32 as they added 60 runs together. However, the Red Force Divas bowlers tightened their grip in the latter half, with Amrita Ramtahal 4 for 27 and Anisa Mohammed 3 for 26, dismantling the lower order, restricting leewards to 188 all out in 45.3 overs. In reply, TNT Red Force Divas struggled at the start, slipping to 10 for 2 after losing Janaba Joseph for 3 and Chanel Sau for duck in quick succession. Brittany Cooper 72 and Anisa Mohammed 32 then combined for a vital 89-run partnership to steady the innings. Mohammed was run out with a score at 99. Captain Karishma Ramharak 7 fell soon after. Needing 30 from the final 5 overs, Leanne Kirby took charge, smashing 18 runs in a single over off Sinai Kambalapali. Despite losing Steffi Sugrim for 2, Kirby remained composed and sealed the win with a boundary and a 6, finishing unbeaten on 41. This victory was a crucial boost for the TNT Red Force Divas, who will aim to build on their momentum as the tournament progresses.
And that's it for the weekend news on PBC Jamaica. Thank you so much for watching.